we see ourselves. And do we go to the other one?
Hi everyone. Hope you're having a great Friday. I know we are. We're working hard at school here with the children that are currently here in the classroom with us. So let's start off with, hopefully some people have got some jokes ready to go for this Friday session. Usually I'm Isla and Isma and Nicole do a really good job of the jokes. So I'm hoping they've got some to start us off with today.
I really like, Nicole, your animal camouflage picture yesterday. So we had a lot of fun in class finding the lion. So we actually all thought to start with it was a deer with large antlers, but no, it was a lion. So that was a good picture.
And if you go back and look at the picture again, Isma actually thought that on the left-hand side where the log is, that she thought that it actually looked like an octopus with the tentacles on the actual branch as well. So go back and have another look at that one. I thought that was quite clever as well. So now,
that.
Sorry guys, we're just having a bit of a play with the streaming.
Oh, it actually says unable to connect to chat. Please try again later. So that's not good, but our connection is
Do we need Mr.
excellent.
Zach in here?
Maybe I'll go. Do you want to just
We'll get Mr. Kelsey. He's our tech expert, and see if he can help us with this. So do we have to press play? Hang on a minute, grade 5s. I'll play with something. We're not. Do I have to press that? No. Live chat. Participants.
We're here.
It just says unable to connect to chat. Please try again later.
On your.
And it says it was a good connection. Yeah, it says excellent.
That happens sometimes. Seconds.
Sorry guys, we're just having some technical difficulties. If you're still there and listening, we'll get back with you in a second.
Oh, the children told me yesterday afternoon that you went out the door going to the staircase for them.
What?
When you left yesterday, and they said you were doing like you were going down the escalator.
Elevator, yeah.
The
Out of the window because you couldn't see.
No.
It was AJ and someone.
Yeah.
There we go. She was up and going.
Because then Mr. Cran and Max went through and they wanted to know if they were going to do it too. And you know what they said? Somebody goes, no, they're not Mr. Kelsey.
Wonderful. So we've got Altea on and Caitlin, Ashaya,
Leona. Hi, Miss Gillies. That's from Altea.
Hi, Altea.
What do you, I like the joke. What do you call a pencil with no lead? Pointless. Some of the grade 5s in the class are quietly chuckling to themselves. Okay, here we go. Hi.
It'd be nice if it had caught up with the image on the screen.
Well, it always does that. It's a different, that's why we have the other one up, which is live. I don't know how to do that.
So how's everyone going today? We all good?
How did we go with the area maths problem solving? Were they easy or a little bit hard? What did we think?
Hi, Sabrine.
Hi, Sabrine. Hope you're having a good day, getting all your schoolwork done. So is that good for the area? Excellent.
Good.
How'd you go with making the chatter boxes? Did that trick a couple of you on the instructions? Here at school, we found it easy peasy. All the kids did a really, really good job doing the chatter boxes.
And how are you going with your English? Have you been able to start writing out a good copy today?
Hi, Jessica.
Now, we hope that you're all thinking about how you can spoil that special lady in your lives for Sunday, whether it's your mother or your grandma or your auntie or just a carer or just somebody that's in your life that does something special for you, that would be lovely. Make a card for them. Do the dishes without being asked. That would be lovely.
That would be really nice. No fighting with your brothers and sisters would be really nice for Mum on Mother's Day too.
Because it's really hard to go to the shops to buy an actual present at the moment, I think Mum would really appreciate if you were doing something helpful around the house, even if it's you just clean up your bedroom without being asked. Mum would love that sort of thing. No, what's
Jessica, do you want to just give us a bit more information on what the no is? Is that you haven't done your good copy of your English yet?
Sorry, we're having a bit of a delay on the questions and then us talking. So if you could give us sort of a bit more of a longer answer than no, we sort of then that way we'll know what you're talking about as well. So makes it a bit tricky this end.
also who has watched Chappie TV this week? It was a special edition. I really enjoyed it.
I was going to say, isn't that the way the teachers normally act? I'm pretty sure I see the prep teachers doing that every day with the wheelbarrow.
I won't say I was hiding from Steve, but I will say he didn't find me.
And Mrs. Waring definitely found somewhere quiet to be. She hid really well. And did anyone give the Ninja Challenge a go? I know the kids here at school had a great time with the Ninja Challenge with Mr. Moore, carrying boxes and trying to stack up boxes and crawling under chairs. So, yes.
Oh, I'm glad, Caitlin, that you found the video hilarious. We all thought so too. My favourite was the ending with Mr. Haig, but we all thought that's not much different to how Mr. Haig behaves normally. So, I loved it, yes. It was nice. It's probably nice being able to see all the teachers, seeming you haven't seen us for a long time now, most of you.
Yeah, I know that a lot of the kids are saying they're missing their friends and they're missing each other, so they're looking forward to coming back in a couple of weeks just to play with their friends and have a little chat with them at lunchtime.
Yes, and while we're online, if you haven't read the letter that got emailed out yesterday from Mr. Fisher, can you please make sure you read that email with the letter from Mr. Fisher and ask your mum and dad to make sure they've read the letter as well, because when you come back to school, things are going to be just a little bit different. Hi, Lucas. How are you going?
Yeah, in the letter it tells you the Queensland Premier has said that, you know, adults are to wait at the gate of the school. They can't come inside the gate. So when mum or dad or whoever is going to be dropping you off, there'll be teachers at the gate to start off with in the morning and the afternoon to help sort it out. But yeah, adults, just to try and stop contact between lots and lots of people, adults need to just wait at the gate.
We'll get used to it. It'll take us a day or two, but after that, we'll all know what we're doing and we'll be all good. And when you guys come back, everybody else will have been doing it for 2 weeks. So they'll all know what they're doing, and you being the older children in the school, it shouldn't be too much of a problem.
And think of it this way too, Year 5, you're more than halfway to coming back to school now, so you're doing quite well there. So we're past the halfway mark. Oh, I love Caitlin. Lovely. Mrs. Gillies is awesome. Yes, I agree with that too.
She's very modest too, I can see. We're impressed with all of your emailing. Wonderful. That's all right, Leona. I'll put you down as having contacted us. I was just saying that it's great to see all of the kids who now email us every morning. If they have any questions, they ask us. And OneNote seems to be up and running now quite well, if you can get onto that. Otherwise, you know, the teachers are emailing you the lessons, and everyone's come and got their book packs. So hopefully you're busy working your way through the booklets.
actually grade 5s, I must say well done to everybody in grade 5 because when it came time to collecting booklets, grade 5s were the best. They had the most people come and collect their booklets. So congratulations. And that tells us that you're busy and keen doing all your work at home, which is great, which will make life so much easier when we all come back.
No one has any. This is a great chance for you to ask questions, so you don't have to worry about, or get stressed about the work at home. Most children seem to be coping pretty well, but it's a good time now. If you have a question about any of the work, to ask us now.
Yes, I agree with you, Caitlin. Mrs. Innes and Mrs. Waring are pretty awesome as well. We won't forget about them.
I know what I was going to ask everybody. English and maths is pretty straightforward because that's what you've been doing in class. But how is everybody feeling about history, science and geography? Can you let us know, are you able to understand everything there or is it a little bit difficult? So if you can answer that question for me, that would be great.
And I don't know about you, but the guys here at school really have loved the change in jokes to being mum's best jokes, or the best jokes, mum's best jokes as well. So a bit better than the dad jokes from last week, I think, with all the baby fruit and vegetable jokes that have been this week. So
we might need to make a book. Grade 5's joke book.
And is there anyone that's been doing the Joe exercise following along with the gentleman that's on our move break now? He's probably a little bit too exuberant for Mrs. Gillies. I sort of do the look at him for the first minute and then think, oh, I'm tired. So I recommend anyone giving it a go. He'll give you a good cardio workout there. So
last week. I don't think so. Me neither. So maybe today, but today's will be, won't it?
I'm not sure. We'd have to check.
Yes. So nobody.
Has anyone got anything to say or ask?
Hopefully you're all typing so it all comes through at once. It says there's 11 people online. I don't know if I can see 11 children. So is there somebody watching who hasn't typed a question? If you're watching and you haven't even said hello, just say hi. So we know it'll then come up on the screen and we know who is watching so we can say hello back to you. Who was it?
Michael.
So
Michael, are you there? Can you type in a hello so that we know that you got on board with this time check? I might just check my emails too in case.
Yeah, it does seem to have just stopped. We've been having a little bit of trouble with the internet. It's a bit slow today, so.
Oh, here you go. So Altea, yeah, we've seen. Thank you, Altea. Thank you. We've seen that you were online. I like how it's now got you and your brother on there, so obviously. And Leona's saying hello as well again. Great.
Oh, can I say too, Altea got the lion camouflage quite early on. So she was one of the first to say, it's a lion. So that was really great.
Oh, good. Thank you,
nice, Lucas.
Good. Yes, learning about cyclones. It's all really interesting. So when you come back to school, we'll hi Michael. Good.
Oh, you
Good
made
boy.
it. You did it. Figured it out. Well done also to Michael's dad for figuring out how to get on. Nice job.
So when you come back to school, we will be going over all this again for a little bit of revision before we go on with anything else. So I'm glad you like the cyclones.
Well, if no one's got any more questions, we
might. He's probably just finally got one.
Any questions, Michael, that you might like to ask us while we're here? Oh, and Charlotte.
Oh, Charlotte. Hi, Charlotte. I got Charlotte's email this morning. Yeah.
Oh, good. So my granddad was in it.
Oh, Cyclone Tracy, yeah.
Oh, so he'll be able to tell you lots of stories.
That's all those children that lost their Christmas presents.
Yes, it's just not a good Christmas.
No.
So when we come back to school, Lucas, you'll need to tell us what your granddad's told you. That's good. Well, it's not great he was there, but it's great you've got somebody to talk to about it. You learn a lot when somebody who's been actually there was who lived through it.
And it's just really really weird to see now what Darwin looks like now with all the growth of the trees and the buildings and the city, to what you look at the pictures in the footage of Cyclone Tracy, and it was completely flat and barren. So it's quite amazing to see those the differences now and then. So
So if nobody's got any other questions, we might leave it there today. And in saying that, next week when we come on and say hello, hopefully it's the last time and we can say to you all, see you next Monday. But that will be next Friday. Okay, we'll let you know next Friday what's going to be happening.
wouldn't it be the Friday?
Because we,
after?
Oh,
we
Friday
have-
after.
This is
Sorry.
racing ahead
Sorry.
there. You'll have
2
more
weeks.
Fridays.
Two more.
Yeah.
Sorry, my mistake.
Don't get excited yet,
Oh.
Rochelle and
It's Friday. Yes,
or
sorry. 2 more.
Isma or Lucas or
Whoops.
Bye.
Bye.
See you
Bye. Sorry. See you
guys.
next Friday. Bye.
take care.
Are you sure you want to?